Hi there YouTube, this is Daniel back again with another YouTube video, and this time I'm gonna show you my most recent Instocktrades purchases. I received this haul a while back, but I didn't post it before just because I wanted to finish my Fatal review before I posted this one, and then I got a bit ill, having a bit of a cold, so I had to postpone it again. But now I'm feeling a bit better, so I figured I could just record this, edit it, and just post it on to interwebs. So let's just dive into it. I have 4 trade paperbacks and a few hardcovers, Omnibus, and 2 specialty items, which I will start off this whole video with. So let's just dive into it. And first off, we have these 2 specialty items, as I said. First of those are this one, which is the first issue in a artist proof edition by Image. I have a few of these, and these are really an amazing little thing to have. The artwork is basically just the inks in this huge oversized format. And it's just the first issue, so but I really do like these. It gives you a sense of what art really was supposed to be, and I do like these black and white inks to just see how the artist imagined the artwork before the colorist came into play. So Witches number 1 in artist proof edition. And next I have another artist proof edition. This one is Outcast number 1 by Kirkman and Azaketa. But this one kept the grayscale in the comic. So it's not just the inks, as you can see, but I really do like these. It's really super thick paper stock, and a really nice thing to have. They are basically a piece of art in themselves. These are the 2 specialty items I was talking about. With those 2 out of the way, let's just get into the regular trade paperbacks and hardcovers. Okay, so let's just get into the regular books. First off, I have this trade from a small little indie publishing company called Benitez Productions, and it's Ladymechanika Book 2 or Volume 2. This basically collects issues 1 through 6 of the 2nd volume of the series, and it's basically this steampunk-esque story setting, and it's basically a action adventure story, and this one will probably be more like a Tomb Raider style story. They go globe-trotting around the world in this steampunk-esque world they have built, and the artwork is really nice as well. And yeah, it's created by Joe Benitez. I did enjoy first volume, and I'm happy to continue the series, and I know there is a 3rd volume being released in single issues right now, so there's probably gonna be a third trade paperback soon enough. Next we have another follow-up on another series. This one is Descender Volume 2 by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nugent. And this book collects issues 7 to 11, and it's basically this space opera, slow-paced space opera, where basically humans have been attacked by huge androids, robot-like creatures, who just appeared out of nothing and basically attacked all of humanity on several different planets. And the humans basically just out of fear retaliated and decided to destroy every type of machine that was basically android-like. 10 or so years after we basically continued the stories, where there is this android that basically just wakes up from being shut down and is basically being hunted by different people in this universe. I really did like the first story arc, and I'm happy to continue this series from here in trade paperback form. Next I have this series by Kirkman and Asaketa, and I probably didn't pronounce his name correctly there, but it's Outcast Volume 3, so it's another follow-up. I am truly excited to continue this horror comic. I do hear that people think it's better to read it in this collected edition format because of how the story unfolds, and I haven't read it in single issues, so I can't really give you my thoughts on that, but I do see that it does read really well in this trade paperback form. So this collects issues 13 to 18, and I am really excited to continue this take on the demonic possession and exorcism type story. So the last trade in this haul is basically it's also a follow-up to a story. It's Jason Aaron's and Jason Latour's Southern Bastards Volume 3. I really did like Volume 1, and I was excited to continue that series after I finished Volume 1, and immediately just ordered Volume 2, and was a bit annoyed that it didn't continue the story arc from Volume 1, but instead it went back in time to develop Coach Boss instead. But I am really excited to actually continue the story from where Volume 1 left off. So I'm really excited for this one. And it's an added bonus that it's 6 issues instead of just 4 like the other 2 volumes. So we basically get 50% extra in this volume. And this collects issues 9 to 14 of the series. Next up I have a oversized hardcover. It's written and drawn by one of my favorite artists, so I haven't really read anything that he has basically written, but I am a huge fan of his artwork, and the artist I'm talking about is of course Sean Murphy, and the series I'm talking about is Punk Rock Jesus. This collects the whole series, all of the 6 issues ran, and it collects about 100 pages of extra material as well. It's all in black and white, and it basically highlights his ink style, and or if it's his inks, I don't know, but his artwork is super detailed, and I think that it really do shine in oversized format. Now, next up I have this book by Marvel. It's Omnibus, and at the time when I ordered it, I felt really excited because I wanted to get into the Marvel cosmic universe, and I thought that this might be a good way to get into it more. And the book I'm talking about is Guardians of the Galaxy. And just a couple of days after I ordered it, a friend of mine basically told me that I shouldn't pick this up when we started talking about it, because of the way Marvel is going to collect the entirety of this series in different omnibuy with War of Kings omnibuy series. I think there's going to be 3 omnibuy with War of Kings themes, and they are basically splitting this series into smaller parts, putting in these 3 omnibuy, and I had no idea they were going to do this, so I feel a bit screwed over by Marvel at this time, but still I am a bit happy to have it, so it's mixed feelings. I do like the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I have read a few trades in the Marvel Now Guardians of the Galaxy series, and I did like them. Of course, happy to have it. It's a beautiful book, but I have mixed feelings about Marvel and what they did here. And so, for the last book in this haul, I'll say the biggest book for last, not counting these 2 of course, but it's a Rick Remender and Wes Craig book, and of course it's the Deadly Class book 1 in premier oversized hardcover from Image, and this collects the first 3 story arcs and the first 16 issues, which comprise those 3 story arcs. And the book is called Noise, 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 and apparently I went for the DCBS variant cover. Don't get me wrong, I really liked the first original cover, but I apparently went with this one. But yeah, I'm happy to have it, and I'm happy they went with the sewn binding this time instead of the glued binding they went with on Black Signs. Okay, these are the books I picked up this time, and if you have any questions about these books, if you have any thoughts about them, if you want to see more of these books, just leave a comment down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And thank you for watching as always. This is Daniel signing off. Bye bye.